Hi, my name is Ava Dressendorfer, and I am from HCP's Teacher Academy chapter here at Hunterdon County Polytech. These are my partners,
Ashley Miller,
Jackie DePaulo,
and together we created Project Love, competing in Level 3. We are teaching children about self-love, what self-love is, and how to self-love.
As future teachers, we recognize that young children are struggling with social emotional issues such as self-worth and confidence. Today, children are experiencing more isolation and less socialization, which hinders their ability to grow social and emotionally.
This is also due to the hybrid and virtual setting that we are faced in today's modern society. Now that children are exposed to more technology, it can have a negative impact, like Ashley said, once again on their social and emotional health.
Now more than ever, children are comparing themselves to others and it's causing their self-esteem to suffer. According to a statistic researched by Today.com, 22% of women and 18% of men feel that social media has negatively impacted how they feel about their bodies. This number will continue to rise if we do not do something about this.
We set a goal to encourage and help young learners learn all about self-love and what it is. We actually spoke with one of our cooperating teachers that's part of our Teacher Academy internship, Ms. Kosi, about bringing this idea to her first grade class, and she loved it. So in turn, we spoke with our supervisor as well as our chapter advisor, Ms. Guarino, in regards to helping us come up with a lesson plan and delivering it to the first grade classroom.
On March 5th, we visited Franklin Township School to teach the first graders all about self-love. We started off the lesson by doing a KWL chart. The students came up with what they already knew, what they wanted to know, and at the end of the lesson, they would say what they learned. The next thing that we did was a mirror and dice activity. We held out a mirror for the students and they would have to say something that they liked about themselves. If they needed a little bit of help figuring out what to say, we provided them with a dice that they could roll that would have phrases like, something I'm good at is, something that makes me happy is, and then they would come up with the rest.
To continue with the fun activities planned throughout our lesson, we separated the children into 3 groups, utilizing aspects of cooperative learning. One of the stations that we set up was based on nutrition and healthy habits. This enforced the idea that eating healthy foods is a great way to take care of your body, and taking care of your body is also another way to self-love.
Another station that we had the children do were self-portraits. The children would draw pictures of themselves, and at the bottom of their self-portraits said, I like me because, and then they would fill in something that they liked about themselves. This incorporated self-awareness into our lesson.
Then for our third station, the children completed a self-love worksheet, which identified the sources of love that children were surrounded with every day. The worksheet contained things such as draw something you love about yourself and draw someone that loves you.
After all of our stations were completed, as a whole class, we moved on to a bingo board. The bingo board was filled with encouraging phrases such as, I am valued, I believe in myself, etc.
Then finally, to close, we had the children go back to the mirror one last time to say something that they loved about themselves. It was really interesting to see how the responses changed from the beginning of the lesson. Afterwards, we awarded the children with certificate of achievements and motivational pencils.
To finally close things off, we all visited the KWL chart that we did in the beginning of the lesson, as you can see here, and we filled out the What I Learned section. All of the kids were really engaged, talking to each other and having a blast throughout the lesson. So to celebrate their great achievements of doing things, in addition to the certificate and motivational pencil they received, we did a celebratory exercise dance. And that included, things like getting motivated and moving and things like that, which really kept them engaged towards the end. And they did love the dance, and dancing can also be a healthy form of self-love as it is exercise.
Overall, we thought Project Love was a huge success. The children were so curious and responsive to everything that we did throughout our lesson. We all felt so good after we taught the lesson. If we had to teach the lesson one more time, we think that we could have taught the lesson more than once to prepare. Also, we think that we could have given the children a little bit more time to practice these crucial life skills.
As future teachers, we think that it is so important to utilize aspects of social-emotional development within our classroom, which is why we came up with Project Love. And we also think that it is important to incorporate different learning styles within our lessons, which we did utilizing all of the different stations and the choices and options that the kids were given throughout the lesson. We also incorporated multiple intelligences as well to make this as inclusive as possible in regards to everybody's different learning techniques.
Our message has great significance and relevance in the times that we are currently in. We feel that the outcome of our lesson helped children with their happiness and self-confidence. If we even made a handful of children feel more special about themselves, then we feel that Project Love was definitely a success.
One skill we improved on by completing Project Love was definitely our time management skills. By completing the planning process page, we organized, we set a goal, and we formed a plan, which definitely helped improve our time management skills.
We faced many challenges and obstacles from COVID, and we had to keep the children socially distanced and the moving around the classroom to a minimum. We addressed the situation by setting up the stations so that we were mainly the only ones moving and the children remained socially distanced.
Project Love would not be possible without all of the help that we received from Hunterdon County Polytech's Teacher Academy, as well as our internship teachers at Franklin Township School who helped us bring Project Love to life in the classroom. A special thanks to Ms. Guarino. This wouldn't have been possible without her as our chapter advisor. And also a special thank you to Ms. Kosey's first grade class for helping us bring Project Love to life.
Remember to practice some self-love today!